Hello YouTube, today we got the Asus Ultrabook i7 UX32V, and the problem is the connector. Right here you see the pin is missing. There should be a pin in there, but there is no pin in there. Let me bring it closer. You see it's empty, so when you plug in the plug-in there, it has nothing to connect to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it apart, replace the connector, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. If you're not gonna be able to do it, you could send it to us for the repair. We can fix it up for you. You can send us the whole laptop, or you could send us just the motherboard if you want to. So you unscrew all of the screws on the bottom. The socket is called the Torx is a T5. This is a T5 bit, but you can even unscrew those screws with the regular flathead screwdriver. It's no big deal. Alright. There is really no screws hidden here. Could be some under the pads, but so far I don't think that's the case. If you're gonna miss something in this video, I'm sure we have other videos of exactly the same model from older recordings. Suggest we upgraded the equipment a little bit, and right now we have better equipment, better resolutions, better everything. So yeah, enjoy the video. I will shut up. Okay, so when this thing doesn't want to open up, it's probably because you need to pull on it slightly harder. And you see there is a glue strip right here in the back of the casing, which is what's holding it down. The jack is right there. It's you know what, let me check if I got the jack. Hold on. Alrighty, so I got just one piece, looks like that. You see there's a pin inside. Just one piece left, but I just ordered 50 more. So if you need the jack like that, you could order it from the link below. Should be in the description where you can find it. If it's not there, text it. Just sometimes I don't have time to put in the jacks on the websites where we sell them from. So here, what we do next is we disconnect the battery. That's really the next step to do. So here, let's see. Is that gonna be, or is it gonna be better like that? Like that. Alright, so what I did was I disconnected this battery right here. Now we're gonna try and remove the battery. Okay, so. Alright. Yeah, like that. And something sticks together, so we're just gonna remove this cable too. Set this aside. Alright, so here we got, or should I move it? Okay, so I should probably rotate it like that. Here we got this tape that you want to remove. It keeps that cable in place. You, by the way, want to remove the whole tape completely, like that. Alright. Now there is one tab right here. Don't break the tabs. So just move this guy this way and this guy that way, and pull out the cable like that. Okay. All right. Now we got these cables here. We remove the tape and we pop this guy upwards like that. Remove that. And the second one pop this guy forward and then drag the cable outwards. This goes like that. What you wanna do is you wanna mark that this one was here and that one was there, so I'll remove the cable altogether. Like that. So I remove the cable. By the way, you can see that the hinge right here is broken. The hinge right here is broken, so the casing moves independently of the hinge, and we need to address that once I'm gonna be putting it all back together, because this is not supposed to be like that. Alright, so we disconnected all of that. Now we have to remove the hard drive, and in order to remove the hard drive we need to lift up this guy and set this all aside like that, and remove the hard drive. Okay. Alrighty. Like that. Here we need to mark which way is black, which way is white. So this is black cable, and we supposed to slowly move it up without breaking it. Okay. Next thing. Okay. Alrighty. So here we got one big screw, another one, so is it focusing on? Can you focus on this? Yeah, like that. Okay. Alright, so we want to see if we can unscrew those two tiny screws. One tiny screw, another tiny screw, and one more tiny screw. Like that. Like that. Okay, so we leave this guy upwards. Make sure this cable is going through the motherboard like that and like that. Wonderful. So here is our broken jack. Alright, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this jack with the pin inside in place of that old jack. Alright, so what's important is the preparation. You want to remove this thing because it's gonna melt. You want to remove the black cover right here because it's gonna melt too. Like that. And like that. Alright, so what I'm doing is putting the Kapton tape to insulate all of the components nearby the jack, so that the components won't fall off the motherboard when I'm putting the hot air onto the jack. Because I don't want to be, it's not like I don't want to be, then it would be really hard to fix up any component that overheats and get the solder from the motherboard, and then soldering it back onto the motherboard. It's going to take an entire day. So the best thing to do is just insulate everything. One other thing is you want to do is you want to mark that this is the bottom, because sometimes you can put this jack upside down when it's end of the day and you've been working all day. So you want to mark that this is bottom and this is up. Okay. So if you send us the motherboard like that, it's $60 for us to replace the jack. If you want to replace the jack yourself, keep watching. So the goal is to put flux in here, then on top of the flux we put solder, and the new solder melts with the old solder and mixes with the old solder. And it's much easier to remove the jack when the new solder is there mixed with the old solder. It flows much easier. And once we remove this guy, we're gonna clean up the holes, and then we're gonna pop the new guy in there. All right. So let's switch to the soldering. Alright, so I put some flux, I added some solder, and now we're gonna use hot air to remove the connector. So that's the final product, just like from the factory. See? Alright, so let's dispose of the gloves. Okay. What I want to do now is to test for continuity. Alright. Alright, and alright. Alright, I am not getting any continuity on this pad, so what I need to do is I need to add more solder to it. Now the pad is bad, so I need to bypass it. Alright, so let's measure it one more time. I basically put a jumper wire across the two pins because it's all negative. Both sides are negative anyway. Alright. Alright, so now it's nice and tight. I want to make sure that the holes align right here. Let's connect the cables. You probably don't need to do that, but if your hinge is broken, you might want to take a look what's wrong. So yeah, both of the mounts for the screws are not there. So here. Alright. So the goal is to sandwich this in place with the hot glue while the hot glue is warming up. So the goal is pour some hot glue in there and then close it down, and hopefully the hot glue gonna kick in and hold this connector and hold this piece in place. Alright, so let me power up the hot glue. Alright, so let's keep working. So tiny screw goes right here. Another tiny screw goes right there. Another screw goes right here. and we are out of the tiny screws for some reason. Let's put this guy right there. Alright. Seriously, where are all the tiny screws at? Nope. That's all I had. Okay. So let's connect this. Like that. Alright. Let's put some tape over those two. Next thing you want to do is put this one in. Alright, so we got 3 screws in there. Yeah, no tiny screws, wow. That's strange. Oh well. Alright. Okay, hot glue should be nice and warm by now. I'm just gonna Alright. Now, this is all garbage. This is all garbage too. Oh, okay. We'll clean it up later. So don't forget to connect this speaker. Alright. And I would put this guy in here, but I need to work with the hot glue, so for right now this is just gonna remain outside. And this thing I need to tape down. Alright. We got the battery right here. Connect the battery there. Okay, like that. I am not connecting the battery yet because that's going to be the last step. Now I need this space to be clear. This is all just the tape. Tape, tape, tape. Okay, wonderful. Alright, let's do the hot gluing right now. What I need is the pliers to close down the shell once this is fits in. Alright, so yeah, big picture. Alright, and close down the shell. Not working out for me. Alright, so like that. Alright, so that's how I'm gonna leave it for right now. We'll give it a few minutes. Alrighty, so it's been a few minutes. Kind of hardened up. So I'm taking it out. And hopefully I need to hold it down with one metal piece here to close it down. Well, it's not hard enough. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is this. Close down this. No, I need to close it anyway. Yeah. Alright, so. Alright, so once this is closed, what we want to do is this piece goes under there, like that, like that. Alright, looks good. Now this isn't over yet. Not yet. We still need to connect this piece here. The glue smells really bad. That's the glue allergy. Anyways, here. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to make a sandwich right here. hot glue it in place. Alright, so here, let's do this. I want to make sure the cable is out of the way. Alright, like that. Alright. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add more hot glue here and put the top cover on. Alright, so that way it's gonna hold it a little bit better. So the goal is to find 2 screws, one and two, connect the battery right here. Alrighty, so I will just wait about 5-10 minutes for everything to stop smelling extremely bad, and then we're gonna check and see how everything works. Alrighty, let's see. The glue gun is still hot, meaning there is still some reaction going on, but take a look how well this hinge is now solidly in place. And we got the jack right here. Let's see if it's gonna work. Wow. Yeah, that's totally different experience. Opening and closing up the whole thing. Let's see. What I want to do is I want to see if the plug is working fine by measuring the voltage at the plug. Yep, plug is fine. And like that. Plug it in, plug it in. And is there a light that's supposed to indicate that everything is good? There is no light here, let's see. Oh, okay. Strange, really strange. I know, I don't see a light that would say charging or not charging. So let's hope it's gonna load up. And it doesn't charge. Well, it does charge. Hold on. Shows that it's working, but nothing shows up on the screen. You know what? The tip of the cord is probably faulty. I will try and see if we hold it like that. Will the battery show that it's charging? So what I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna chop off the cord right here and put another tip. Come on. Nope, doesn't work. I mean, it tries to power up. Maybe the tip is bent. Oh no, tip is fine. So let me figure it out and I will get back to you in a second. Alright, so I wired up, this is the aftermarket adapter it came with. This is the wiring right here. I spliced the two wires, plugged it in, and I'm hoping right now. So right there, you see, it's plugged inside. So everything does work, I just need to chop off the cord right here on the aftermarket power supply, put the new cord there, and everything should work. So thank you so much for watching, leave a like, alright, thank you, bye.